all of the new agents coming in now are asking questions that make sense for organic growth through warm market, which is the best way to build any business is word of mouth.
That's the greatest thing about this business. The more people you help, the more you'll be okay, and your family will be okay, and your family will prosper, and the people around you will prosper.
Thank you for joining us on our Family First Life Tri-State Serve the People podcast. We appreciate you tuning in, spending your time to develop and grow with us. Follow us, please, on all our social media platforms at Family First Life Tri-State or FFL Tri-State. We love you. Keep listening, and I hope this information is serving you across the country. All right, everybody, thank you for jumping on our Tri-State Trends podcast. I got my man Kairi Joiner, newly minted Executive Vice President of FFL, Humble Beginnings. What's
Yes,
up,
sir.
my brother? How are you?
Hey, man, just blessed, man, blessed. That's all I can say.
Dude, you guys are coming off a record month, best month ever.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're putting processes in place, things that are making it pop and grow. If you could give everyone a little bit of a backdrop of like what you've done in the past, 3 to 6 months to kind of alter some of the results you wanted and what you're getting now, that'll help us set the stage here.
Sure. One, I stopped doing it by myself, and I started getting help from like my leaders and my agents and the collective audience. Before, I was kind of like putting pressure only on like my managers and my top guys. And I don't mean pressure, but I mean like just giving them, like I believe it's selfish if you don't spread the opportunity. So, but I would always preach that to my managers. What I started doing differently is from the door, I started doing it. Like I got a guy in my office right now, and he literally didn't even pass his test yet. And I'm having that conversation with him. I'm already preparing his mindset to say, hey, it's like I'm actually being selfish and not grateful for this opportunity if I change my life and make decent money and don't spread the opportunity. So when I started doing that, I started having people that are still in class pit 4 or 5 people in class.
That's strong.
Then I started having people who are just getting on start, bringing people in.
I love it, man. I mean, how long ago was it when me, you, and Brian was sitting in the office?
That's about a year, right?
Nah.
No. That was like 3 months ago.
Was it 2 months? Yeah, right. So it wasn't that long ago. But
it wasn't that long ago.
You came in, and if you don't mind me sharing, you were looking to figure out what you needed to do to get a result. What were some of the things we talked about in that meeting?
Well, you kind of told me just to go back to the basics. I remember you like, hey, warm market is how you built this, how the foundation of this whole entire organization. And you just challenged me to get back to the warm market hiring and, do those type of tactics. And, here's the results.
I mean, isn't that crazy? Now, again, I don't need any credit, bro. You left the meeting and immediately put things into into action. And by the way,
absolutely.
Warm market is not a mystery. It's not like some hidden secret in Roman times. This is like what you do to build a business like this.
Absolutely. I mean, I agree 100%, man. I'm thankful I even came up there that day.
But think about this, Kairi. You now are talking to people brand new from the door, and you're asking them, who else do you know? I want to hear how you're doing it, because it's literally, you guys just had your best month ever. So I'd love to know what the process you're doing going through that and talking to people, and how you're handling, potential stuff like, Kairi, I need to kind of wait till I'm really great at this, Once I'm good, I'll give you. I want to hear from you, because it wasn't like I gave you new information. It's like as soon as I said it, you was like, oh, that's what I do. That's what I want to do. It's like that's what like you already had a connection with it already. But it was just bringing the old back to the beginning, like you said, back to the basics. So going back to the basics has changed a lot for you and your group. But how did you start weaving this in to your company?
So my philosophy that I kind of came up with was that most people that don't hire or give that same statement you just said is either they're too confident in themselves or they don't have enough confidence in themselves.
Wow.
And I know that kind of seems strange, right?
Mm.
But let me break it down. When you're too confident in yourself, you're like, wait a second. I'm not bringing anybody into this until I'm able to write 20, 30 families a month, right? And if you don't do it right away, now you didn't hire anybody, right? But here's the problem. You might hire somebody or bring somebody in the business, and they might have an initial market or have a huge family that all live in one area with them, and they might help 20 or 30 of their family members in the first week or two.
Wow.
Now you just stop that person from helping that amount of people because you had too much confidence in yourself because you wanted to make sure it worked out for you. Now, when it goes to I don't have enough confidence in myself, that's really simple. It's like you don't have enough confidence in yourself to say, I'm not sure if this is going to work for me, right? So I don't know if the system works. So I'm not going to tell anybody about this system unless, because I still don't believe in myself. So I can't believe in anyone else.
Got it.
So what I try to tell you is just take yourself out of it, right? Just take yourself out of it. Let's just say you go to start a job, right? That says McDonald's. And the average salary at McDonald's is $17 an hour. That's just standards, flat out. Anybody that works at McDonald's and comes there and work full time, they're going to make $30,000 a year because it's overtime built in and the system is set. Would you not tell somebody about the McDonald's job that pays $30,000 a year when it might help them pay their bills? No, you're going to tell somebody before you start your first day if the slots are available. Same thing with this.
Wow.
People here on average are helping at a minimum 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 families a month. Some are helping 120 families a month as one individual. Now, me personally, I don't believe not one person is that much better than me or anyone else.
Right.
I don't believe God works that way, right? They may be more disciplined, they may be more focused, but not one person is that much better. So if there's some people and multiple people writing or helping over 100 families in a month, then I believe anybody on the planet can do 10% of that. I believe anybody on the planet, I don't care who you are, can do at least 10% of that, right? It's just not how it works. No one has superpowers, right? So it's like you come in and you help 10 families, and then you help 10 other people help 10 families. Now, collectively, you guys don't know nothing, and you guys are helping 100 families a month. Wow. And it's all about helping the families because it's a byproduct. Everything else comes from helping families. That's the greatest thing about this business. The more people you help, the more you'll be okay, and your family will be okay, and your family will prosper, and the people around you will prosper.
Dude, I always love the way you break it down, man. That McDonald's example is amazing, and it's the truth, right? Like, the one thing is like, a lot of times we're helping people against themselves for themselves. Like, I'm trying to help you, but your pushback's not going to stop me from trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. Like, I'm trying to help you. Can you imagine you come in and 50 days later you got 10 people helping 10 families a month because you cared enough to offer the opportunity? Now, instead of it being quote unquote weird, Kairi, it's you're crazy if you don't do this. You feel me?
That's it.
Like, you're crazy if you don't do this. So now you're changing the foundation of your organization right now. You do understand this, right?
Absolutely.
All of your managers / all of the new agents coming in now are asking questions that make sense for organic growth through warm market, which is the best way to build any business is word of mouth. Period. The end. I go to a new restaurant's great. The best thing I can do is yap about it because that's viral. You know what I'm saying? I yap, they yap, they yap, they yap, they yap. Next thing you know, everyone in the city's trying to get into this one restaurant that's viral. Kairi,
And
when you,
most times it's the small hole in the wall that's
you know what I
like the
mean?
most popular restaurant in the world.
So now, when you see yourself literally changing the foundation of your organization, and if we could be straight up, it wasn't growing, Kairi. Yes or no?
No.
And now it's growing. And now now it has the ability to be exponential. How does that feel to know that you're building this new bedrock, and and now because it's organic, so it's not like if you guys don't stop, it's going to pop like wildfire. How does that feel? And then what is the process that you're putting in to absolutely changing the foundation of your organization?
So number one is just back to the same thing again. It's just holding myself accountable too. So I can't get complacent on spreading the opportunity. Like, I got to lead the horses. I got to lead the chariot. So I gut check myself and say, how many people are you bringing in? How many people are coming in from your warm market? Because how am I going to come down to my new agent and say, hey, you need to hire or bring everybody in that if I'm not doing it. So I'm kind of leading from example and then showing the results, right?
Yes.
Because the best people, like you said, are the warm market people. They know you, right? You don't have to build that introduction. They see you, right? And then they can watch your story. So that's the best way I'm doing it. And I'm just making it normal, like you said. It's just normal. It's weird if you help 5 families or help one family and don't let no one know about it. Whether they do it or don't do it, that doesn't matter, right? Because we already discussed this. You're okay. You can help enough families on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So when you tell someone about it, it's not because you need them.
Right.
It's because you want to help them.
Right. That's
right?
Great. That's amazing. That's so good. I think so many people are focused on the numbers and not the fact they're helping people. And what I'm hearing you say is, if you do something good that someone else could do with average talent, like nobody's got superpowers, as you said, everyone's just regular, average, ordinary people. If I pass on the word, someone else can go do the same thing I'm doing. Not that deep. And you don't tell someone, then it's just it's the exact opposite of trying to help people. And why would we be in a business that perpetuates helping people and allow people in it that don't want to help people? That's kind of what I'm hearing. Like if I'm saying that, like almost like it's not allowed here. We're not allowed to not help people. That's like the Salvation Army type stuff. And I'm not trying to be like, but that's how organizations get massive, right? Because you can't come here and not help people. That's what I'm hearing. I think if you're not saying that, Kairi, that should be your new mantra.
No, I'm saying it for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, if you work here, you have to help people. I'm taking it anyway. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have got to help. We're in the business of helping people. What excludes you from doing that? I must know. What makes you so special? You don't want to help some people. That's my new attitude. I'm changing in the tri-state trend because, bro, I'm passionate about this. I don't think I've explained it the way you have, but it's registering at a level like, if you're not helping people here, I don't know. There's a lot of places for you to go and be selfish, but it's not. This is not the place.
No, it's a people's business. It's bottom line.
No doubt.
People's business.
So with this change, I don't know where it's starting. I don't know if it's starting in your local area, if it's starting in another couple places in the country where you have business going, or are you seeing it popping in your local area? And then if it's not, how do you see this taking place and morphing your local area to become a hot spot for the office and the business opportunity meeting?
So I think it always starts from our local area because it starts with me.
Amen. Yeah.
So, once the concept is proven from me doing it, it's just a matter of me talking to, my agents and leaders that are in other remote places, not local to me, and just challenging them to do the same thing. And then all you need is one, right? It's like a fire, right? All you need is a spark, right? And then the wildfire starts to grow, right? So I feel like we're on all green grass, right? Mm-hmm. So if you can spark a fire on green grass, right, it's going to spread, right? Or if you spark a fire in a wild forest, it's going to spread. We're in the perfect atmosphere to spark. So all I need to do is just get one person to spark. And that's what happened. I got one person to spark out of my local group, and everything just started spreading like a fire. Now, to hang on to that momentum, I'm just using that as example. You guys already see me doing it, but now I'm not only doing it. You got someone over here, 500 miles away doing it because they're helping people. Now, why aren't you doing it, right? Because if you do it, you'll see the byproduct, right? And what gets you up in the morning, it won't be yourself anymore. It won't be, hey, I need to go out and help these 10 families. I'm getting up in the morning. You didn't lose me. I'm getting up in the morning because I need to help these 1,000 families.
Wow.
And the way I help these 1,000 families is by helping you help 100, you help 200, you help 300, and then I still help my 100.
Right.
And it just grows.
Right. Man, you preaching. You teaching the class now, player. And this is really great stuff. It's to the point where now are y'all doing a BLM every week?
Every week.
What day
y'all? We're probably doing. I mean, honestly, we're probably doing about 2.
Dude, I'm so happy for you, man. You have no idea. Your energy's infectious and contagious. To see you, in the saddle, making it happen, growing your business, and growing as a leader, expanding your reach, helping more people become leaders, sparking the newest agent on the team. Like this is back to the basics, but this stuff works exponentially, and it's amazing to see you doing it and seeing the success from it.
Absolutely, man, and I gotta give you your flowers while you're here, man. I'm just learning from what you and everybody in the foundation laid. It laid serve the people, right? Humble Beginnings is just a expansion of serving the people, right? We're just humble, right? Because we come from humble beginnings, right? And you're serving the people because you just want to serve the people. That's, it all starts. Every great organization has some core value.
Yeah.
And I think if your core value is wrapped around the people, you win.
100%, dude. And it's winning. And you guys are going to be doing, what does it look like from now to the end of the year? Do you have a goal for the agency?
Yeah, man. So I like to be aggressive. I like to shoot. So for me, I mean, I don't understand why we don't hit board member.
I love
it. Right? Now, if I'm doing it by myself, then of course I'm too confident.
Right.
Right? But if I'm doing it with these amazing group of people that I have with me now, and I don't think that big, then I'm underconfident, not in myself, but in the great partners I have.
I love it. I like that. Too confident, not confident. That's strong, because that's a great way to paint a picture for someone to understand. But I believe you guys can hit board member. We're going to watch it happen between now and the end of the year. You keep doing what you're doing, and you won't even know what day it is with people coming to the Ben Salem office and needing a home and needing to come in there and produce. So thank you so much for sharing, Kairi. We are absolutely trending with my man, Kairi Joiner, Executive Vice President, FFL Humble Beginnings, man. Thank you for sharing, brother.
Thank you, bro. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, big dog. Keep listening. We love you. This is great stuff. You want to re-listen to this one. God bless.